As a real estate salesperson, you regularly help clients in finding their dream homes or sell their property. Handling real estate transactions, no doubt, is what you are good at. But when it comes to buying or selling your own house, can you represent yourself as a real estate agent? Generally speaking, a licensed real estate agent can represent themselves for buying or selling a property. Proper disclosure must be made to all parties involved, and one needs to beware of conflict of interest. It is important to consult with the real estate broker and review the state laws. Hi, this is Anna from Real Estate Career HQ. In this video, you will find out the pros and cons of being your own real estate agent. Whether you can do so without a broker. Is it appropriate to buy your own client's listing? So continue watching to find out more. Just because you can do something doesn't always mean it makes sense in doing so. So let's go through some rationales why someone want to close their own deal. First, you can keep the real estate commission. It is one of the most apparent reasons for a salesperson to represent themselves. After all, most buying and selling deals could result in a 5 digits commission. Even if you split between the agent of the other side and your broker, it could still be thousands of dollars. Besides, you are working hard in finding clients anyway. Who else could be a better client than yourself? One that does not require any persuasion and would never bail on you. The second reason is having more control over the transaction. When you are representing yourself, you don't have to rely on another agent. For instance, suppose you are looking to buy a property and you have a buyer's agent. Then all the house viewing, communication, offer submission with the seller's side would need to go through your agent first. Your agent may not act as instantaneously as you are your own agent otherwise. Even though they would try their best in assisting you, they also have other clients to serve. Therefore, you and your agent would need to accommodate one another's schedule and availability. Besides, no one would be more concerned than you about the outcome of the real estate transaction. The time and effort you are willing to put into the deal just cannot be matched by anyone else. Even though you are a licensed real estate salesperson, you got to admit there are some markets that you are unfamiliar with. For instance, many agents only work with residential deals, and they have limited experience in handling commercial properties. If you are thinking to invest in commercial real estate, you should rely on the expertise of a commercial real estate agent. Furthermore, even if you are planning to purchase a residential unit, you may not be totally familiar with the region that you are searching for. There are many factors that an agent needs to keep up to date constantly. For example, population demographics, income range, proximity to school, community center, supermarket, crime rate, upcoming development in the neighborhood. That is why Jacob Coleman, our content producer, only works with agents who are truly specialized in a particular area. Involving in a real estate transaction could be very emotional to many people, especially when you have a strong personal attachment to the property. Imagine that you have been living in a house for the entire lifetime. It was where you started the family and your children grew up. There were many treasured moments you had in the place. Therefore, when a potential buyer comes in and points out the flaw or maintenance needs, you could feel extremely offended. On the other hand, if someone is going through a marriage breakdown, they may want to sell off their house ASAP and get on with a new life. If you are not confident whether this personal attachment will prevent you from making a rational decision, then working with another salesperson might not be a bad idea. Yes, we have heard from several real estate agents that they were able to sell their property without the involvement of their broker. This arrangement is considered to be a for-sale by owner deal. However, since your broker is not involved, technically speaking, you are not the seller's real estate agent. You are merely identified as the seller. In this scenario, you would not be receiving any commission on this transaction. Furthermore, the real estate commission is paid by the seller in most cases. Since you are the seller, you may have to pay a commission to the buyer's agent for bringing in home buyers. Well, unless this is a complete private deal between you and the buyer, where no salesperson is involved. First benefit is that you'll get listed on MLS. When you are selling a property, you obviously would want as many potential buyers as possible to know about it. The multiple listing service is one of the core platforms where agents and clients find out the recent listing on the market. To capture this massive exposure, you may list your house on the MLS through your real estate broker. Secondly, you can get support and resources from the brokerage office. We all understand that one person cannot do everything by themselves. When you place your business with a sponsored brokerage, they can provide assistance to you in closing the deal. For example, the office admin may help you in scheduling appointments. You'll have access to the office facility marketing support to advertise for your listing. Also, you could consult with your broker or office trainer about the transition. Since the sale is placed through a brokerage, they will be an extra layer of supervision. It helps to ensure that everything is done according to the compliance standard. Lastly, you'll get a portion of the seller's commission. No doubt that you could save some seller's commission in a private sale arrangement. But if you are representing yourself as the seller's agent, a part of the seller's commission will go back to you. Therefore, the savings you'll get from private sale may not be as significant as you thought. You may also discuss with your broker if they could give you a discount on the seller's commission. But keep in mind that the compensation you'll receive will be considered as income and could be subjected to income tax. Just to clarify, this is where a client came to you in listing their property, and then you'll end up buying it. We checked with several realtors, and they all said this would be a very sticky situation. The problem is there could be a potential conflict of interest. On the one hand, you are acting as the seller's agent. You have fiduciary duty in serving in their best interest, which usually includes getting the highest selling price possible. However, if you were buying their property, your clients may suspect that you filter out other offers so you could purchase at a lower price. In such a scenario, some agents would remove themselves in representing the seller. The broker would assign another agent in facilitating the transaction. On a separate note, we have seen listing agents advertising that they would purchase a property if it is not sold within a certain number of days. Although we're unsure what are the terms and conditions, it is important to prevent any conflict of interest. You should always consult your broker beforehand. Perhaps your client would need to get independent advice from a real estate lawyer. So here are our thoughts on whether a real estate agent should handle their own transactions. We also have a blog post covering this topic a lot more in depth. In there, you will find an expert opinion from an industry professional. Once again, this is Anna from Real Estate Career HQ. I hope you enjoyed this video. See ya.